Greetings, print design and literature students. Welcome to Fall 2020. Hold on a second. Let me take this mask off. I'm alone here in the print room, so I can safely take this mask off now and say, welcome everybody. I know a lot of you. My name is Ron Abram. I'm a professor of studio art here at Denison. This is actually my 25th year at Denison and my 30th year teaching altogether. And by far, it's the most unique, most historical semester I've ever taught. I ever will have taught. And I'm excited to have this adventure with all of you. As you know, you've signed up for Print Design and Literature. We'll be using this new socially distanced print room. And also just behind me is an outdoor print studio tent that we have set up. I'll be meeting with you on Monday afternoon, and we're going to meet in the tent. So I'm going to talk to you more about that. But I wanted to welcome you to this, not only a unique semester, but also this is the first time I've taught this course, which is I've structured it to be a liberal arts perspective on the traditions of illustration. And so much of the traditions of illustration, whether it's illustration for children's books or poetry or short stories, so much of them are intertwined with printmaking traditions. So we're going to be using some traditional print processes as well as some new contemporary approaches to printmaking and also printed matter. We have a beautiful risograph printer that I'm looking forward to using with this class, also a laser cutter printer, but we'll be doing some old school collage in our first unit and be mixing things up as we go throughout the semester. So I'm looking forward to that. As I said, because of COVID, we have to be safe and healthy. We have to be a community of support and care for one another. And because of that, I am going to have to, I have thought of a way to approach a communal aspect to using the shop that is respectful of safety and social distancing. And so we're going to have a structure of breaking the class up into two sections. So some of you will be in section A, some of you will be in section B. Right now, I think the enrollment is less than 18 students, but basically one section of the class will meet in the first hour and 20 minutes, and the second half will meet in the second half. So you'll meet as a group of 9 at the most. We'll work together one-on-one in person, and then you will clean up your area and then take off, and then the second group will follow and do the same. We will basically meet in person on Mondays, although there's sometimes we won't, and then we'll meet remotely on Zoom on Wednesdays. So it'll be a routine that we all get used to. You should know that I am supplying all your supplies. So one of the dynamics of a print shop is it's basically a space set up for communal use with equipment and materials to safeguard this, the use of the space and your own health and each other's health. I've bought you individual kits of supplies, and they're pretty hefty and unique, and so I just wanted to share for you some of the things. Most of these, I'm going to be giving you supplies as the semester goes on, so with the exception, I would encourage you all to buy a sketchbook, but I'm supplying everything else. So you don't have to worry about inks or rollers, or paper. I'm going to be supplying that. So let's see, what's in here? And I've spent a lot of the summer doing this, so I have this for all my classes. So you have a ruler, let's see, scissors, you got this nice little kit of color India ink. Because we're going to be doing some elaborate collage, you have an X-Acto knife, you have watercolor, you have some pencils, colored pencil and pen. You have, a lot of what we're going to be doing has to do with the realm of self-publishing too. I've structured the class so there's going to be 4 units in the class. Basically every unit is going to be about 3.5 weeks. And at the end of each unit, we're going to publish a book. So we're going to self-publish. So this is a blue line board that I'm using for my comics course, but also be using for you. It's good Bristol board. There's a collection of construction paper for our first unit where we'll be looking at some basic design issues and principles with collage. There is a beautiful range of printed paper for collaging. Connecting to 19th century traditions of illustration, I have these beautiful, a very eclectic collection of 19th century illustration that has things from the wild, some medical illustrations, some botanical illustrations, and you're going to be doing your own contemporary approaches to collage and literature, response to literature with that material. Blue, some more collage. Your first unit, we're going to focus on traditions of illustration connecting to children's stories, in particular folklore and fables. And so I have a collection of fables from around the world that you'll be using these pages for the collage work that you'll be doing. So you'll actually be collaging with the printed matter itself to make your own illustrations for the stories that you've been given. Let's see, and then there's some more construction paper here, cardstock actually. I think I'm waiting for a couple more things, but at the bottom here is we have fabric pens, and you each are going to get a mask. And I know Dennis is giving you a lot of masks, but I'm giving you one too, because with this one you can individualize and decorate with these fabric markers. And then I also have this handy dandy tote bag that's a fabric bag that you can also individualize as one of the first projects in the class this semester. I want to take you out to see the tent. So as I said, the first place I'm going to meet you is out in the tent. So let me put this stuff away, and I'll meet you there. Yeah, printmaking design and literature students. This is the outdoor tent space that I was talking about. Hopefully the warm weather continues a little bit into October, but it'll be a nice space that you can work outside. We do have electricity here, so you could work in the evenings. Again, it's probably a situation that maybe only 8 or 9 students can fit at a time. But we will be meeting here, depending on what section you're in, we're going to be meeting as a group as much as possible outside. So our first meeting is on Monday, and you're going to meet with your group. Look at the email here, as I mentioned before, to find out what time. We're going to be meeting first here in the tent. So you should know to report here, and then I'm going to give out the supplies. So I know this is a challenging semester for all of you, a lot of stress, anxiety, is this going to work? But that's something that artists face all the time, being creative, being innovative, problem solving. And in my own way, I'm really looking forward to all the possibilities of making art at this particular historic moment. So thanks a lot, everybody. I'll see you Monday afternoon.